Peace, family. This is Chi Vital, aka King Chi, and I am back with another tool for your toolkits. I'm looking forward to connecting with you all again to talk more in depth about this healing energy and why it is the key to your wealth. So, welcome. Let me know you're in the chat. Hashtag health is wealth. Peace. What's going on, Cheryl Lee? I'm gonna wait for the HOC family, Occult College, gang. What's going on, darlings? I want to share with you story time so that we can really get a deeper understanding of what it is to be a part of the Health is Wealth. So as you join in, let me know where you're tuning in from. Thumbs up this video and share. Let everyone know that I am live. This is my my snack, my meal, and another snack. So happy detoxing, everyone who's on this wave. As a group, as a collective, as an individual, cheers to you. All right, y'all. I know a lot of you are accustomed to, like, I want to get the mantra, right? But yeah, I know Mother wants to talk to you all and get a little deeper than saying some really powerful words and not cultivating the self. Okay, so let's cultivate the self and our self-development on. What's up? Let me shout y'all out. Let me see who's in the chat. Angie Higgins, what's up? From the morning crew. Charlize from the morning crew. Laughing Lauren, what's up? Aki, what's up? Mia, what's up? Emerald J, what's going on? Divine Tosh, how y'all doing? New York. I'm a Brooklyn girl, okay? Long Island or whatever, but I'm from Brooklyn. Hey, Courtney, welcome. So if y'all ready to get into this, to take some notes for your self-development, put some ones in the chat and some fire emojis because I want you to tap into your fire, or some candles. Light it up. Tatiana from Portland. Nice. We got the West Coast in the building. And yeah, y'all know I got so much energy because I was with y'all early this morning. And then I got outdoors, went on a walk and listened to some birds. Breathe in that fresh air. Did some more working out. Listened to nature. Took some cues and some clues about how I want to share with you all. So here I am. This is fresh. This is fresh off the trail. Just worked out again, got all sweaty, showered up, and I'm ready to serve. What I want to lead into this conversation is sometimes help comes in the form of no help. All right? Sometimes the most divine help, right on time help, comes in the form of no help. All right? When no one comes running to your rescue, these are some of the most potent moments in life where you can begin to see and realize your connection or lack thereof with any kind of divinity. Okay? When we look at the history of divine beings, galactic beings, forces of nature, communicating and downloading really powerful, historical, life-changing, global changing, having expansive impacts, levels of information. Most times you will find the individual that receives it in a powerful state of aloneness. Aloneness. Not loneliness, aloneness. Okay? What I'm bringing to your awareness is where your consciousness is going to need to shift when you're doing some of this work and you find yourself in a space that you need help, your mind, you think you need help, and you've been waiting for help for a long time and getting stuck there waiting, instead of waiting for help, begin to analyze how you can become a healing presence. Okay? How do you become and cultivate becoming a healing presence? The reason why you want to cultivate the gift as much as possible, there are so many levels to this. This is why you have people who are natural healers. They can tap into that space very easily. And then you have people who were not born as such. They're not really for the people. However, there's still a gift and a power in cultivating a sense of being a healing presence. When we look at our environment, have you ever had an interaction with someone on multiple occasions that when you are trying to share whatever is going on with you, they double it down or match it with what is going on with them? Let me know if you've experienced this before. All right. When we encounter that kind of presence, what you are realizing is that there's an individual who is expressing to you that they have an incredible attachment to themselves and their own experience. Okay? What it's going to mirror for you is how you show up when you are in the presence of someone trying to share where they need, right? Healing. When you can bring yourself to a space where you can detach from that self-centeredness, that experience of self in the flesh, you invite another aspect of your being that will provide healing. Okay? Is this making sense for you so far? You follow? In healing yourselves of anything, healing from my definition, okay, is going to bring a sense of harmony and flow into your experience, whether it's energetically, your body, your mood, your money, your living arrangements, how things get communicated. This is healing. This is healing. When you are in this space and you have someone to practice on, it's much easier. But once you get that practice, when you get into your alone time, not loneliness, aloneness. Loneliness is your attachment and your need for someone else to be in your space. Aloneness is an intentional time that you spend with yourself because you choose to, you enjoy it, you get deeper into your practice of self-awareness. And it's for your health and your benefit all the time. Okay? Doesn't mean you have to be calm in that space. Doesn't mean you have to be laughing in that space. Doesn't mean you can't be crying in that space. Doesn't mean you can't be yelling in that space. It's just you, though. You're doing the work. Okay? When you're in your aloneness, you are then more inclined to lean on the divine. You will push yourself beyond your physical means and start to operate your spiritual vehicle to bring forth exactly what is needed for you. And when it hits and it settles, a natural thing will light up inside of you to want to share and provide that space for another that will mirror what you're going through. In Diwali, there's the practice of giving gifts of food, clothing, jewelry, nice things. And this is not just singular or just to Diwali. Okay? Every spiritual science has a component of giving. And not giving a little bit, but giving the things that bring you sustenance to someone else. Because the practice of detaching from the self-centeredness allows for healing. It creates a space for a healing presence to arise. And this is why we utilize these vehicles, these means, these physical means that we can touch, we can mold, we can engage in, so that we can create more space in our spiritual bodies, okay, to allow that type of divine healing to occur in our own lives. We can chant and hit cities, but you won't truly know or be bestowed a city from a divine being until you can clear out your attachment to this flesh vehicle and become the healing that you are seeking from the divine. Become supernatural in your natural lives. Become supernatural in your natural lives. Because the changes and experience of receiving what it is that you're looking to receive, which is an alchemical change, is very, very personal. It's so personal. And it's only going to happen the way it happens with you for you. We can get into mysticism all day long as a collective. But when you go in and you start to practice and you tap into that energetic that can heal someone from their deathbed, you would have had to cultivate such a selflessness that you would use your energy and your time, your ashe, your prayers, to give life to another person. And you cannot access that if you don't know how to be supernatural in your everyday life. That plate of food that you give to a neighbor who may or may not expect it, because if they're in an Indian community, they're expecting, people are going to be knocking on the door and sharing. This is what they come to expect. But that surprise that arrives at the door, meaning someone they never noticed them at all, right? That money that arrives that you did not expect. Lack of expectation is what invites miracles into your life, as far as you connecting with a divine entity to present itself to you. If it's a gift, it should come from an unexpected source. The person that you thought was not going to come through for you, that turns up that they actually the one that has your back and they're going to come through for you, don't deny the unexpectedness of it, because you are being a part of that supernatural experience. Okay? This is very important for you during your self-development, because when you get too attached to this, then you limit your ability to expand into these higher realms. So not only are we detoxing, because as a group, many of you are interested in coming to our sacred deities ceremony. Okay? We're detoxing because on a way deeper level, when it comes to healing, detoxing helps us to realize how many things exist inside of us that are attached to our fleshly experience, the things we eat, the things we do socially, whether you drink coffee or you go out to eat with your family, waking up and like, oh, I have to eat breakfast now. Those individuals who have periods of time where they say, okay, I don't need to feed this. I need to feed the spirit. You're training your spirit to grow. You're training your senses to tap in and to see what's really going on. I suggest, even at nighttime, for those of you who are drinking your algae water, to drink your algae water at night before you go to bed. Will you have nightmares? Probably so, especially if you are killing parasites. Okay? Why? Because you will come face to face with imagery, and storylines, and see how you behave in your subconscious mind with the things that you're not giving your flesh. I'm telling you from experience, okay? And I really don't put too much junk inside of my body. Do I put junk in my body? Yes, I do. I enjoy life, baby. But I love this part because as an occultist, as a scientist of the supernatural, including what we can't see with our own eyes, all the things that are inside of us, it's beautiful to watch it happen. So, I'm going to get to your mantra. It's a long one. Dhanvantari is still the energy that I'm sharing with you, his mantras. I should have typed this joint. I meant to. But you have a moment to write down some of those woe moments in your journals as you're taking these notes. Okay? This mantra is very powerful. It can be used to bring healing for someone who has been long-term ill. Okay? Terminally ill. Someone who has been truly weakened by a disease in particular. even if you have someone who is dealing with some cancer, you can use this one. Okay? This one is long. But remember what I said. Because a lot of people who are taking the time right now to learn about these supernatural beings and mantras and what are they for, and you want to bring about money and health, and you want to strengthen your mind and your body. All of that is great. All of that is great. And as you do this and you start to ask yourself, like, okay, now that I'm doing this and this is amazing, what's next for me? What you need to understand, that what's next for you is that you live your life supernaturally every day. You do not have to become a spiritual healer. You do not have to change your career. If you want to be a radio disc jockey, be a radio disc jockey and do your practices and see how your presence alone shifts the mentality and the reality of those who are around you to those who can hear your voice. The vibration of your voice will be different when you're speaking on the microphone. That in itself will be a spiritual practice. If you want to be an author for a magazine, you don't stop doing that and decide that everything you write about is going to be spiritually inclined just because you have a strong spiritual practice. You utilize the practice to develop a sense of self that can do anything at all, so that we can keep our planet diverse. You can come up with brand new ideas and fields that, everybody might be in, but you're going to stand out because you're living in a supernatural space. For those of you who have that question, like, what do I do with all of this? Hey, Aki, like, some of you are teachers, educational masters, right? But you don't show up to the program as just a teacher. Now you show up as a teacher who can now, through sound power of your voice, utilizing affirmations, utilizing mantras before you step into a space, so that people can get your ideas and innovations around education and receive them. That's your spiritual practice. You don't stop being an educator. Okay? If you want to be a stripper, you're going to have the same experience. You're going to be stronger, have more protection around your body and your mind and your spirit, and protect your energy while you are bringing about extreme magic into a space. Change the game. Innovate. You see what I'm saying? Your ability to be a healing presence is not just for the treatment room. Your ability to be a healing presence exists amongst your friends, exists between you and your pets, exists between you and the strangers that you pass by in the street. Okay? So your chant, it's a long one, so I'm only going to tell you to do 108. Let me put that here, 108 times. All right? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantari amrita kalasa hastaye sarva maya vinashanaya trailokya nataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Shri. Let that stick out. Shri Okay? The energy of Shri, Maha, Vishnu. Okay? This is a very powerful mantra. If you want to go and sit outside of a hospital and hit your 108, that would be beautiful. If you want to go sit with your elders to strengthen them up, that would be great. If you want to go and hit this mantra where there's a daycare, because you know the babies, most of them are in and out of daycare now because they can't stay home. Hey, Angleman, they can't stay home. They need the extra protection. Chant your 108 over there, or chant your 108 and then go and hit another set just for them. Okay? Sharing the group. If you decided to take your supernatural living into daily life, to a place where could use some more healing. Go outside of prison. They could use the healing. There's your spiritual practice. You a CO? Do that before you go in there. Those brothers and those sisters, they could use the healing. They could use the Shri. They could use that light. Okay? And as you detach yourself from this and your big ass ego, thinking everything is always about you, but you don't want to take responsibility for what is you showing up, kicking your own behind. Okay? I don't tell it because I'm talking to you only. Like, I know. I be knowing. Okay? So, that's my lesson for you all today. Occult College, gang, I have a paid sauce message for you. Yes, I do. And I'm about to do it. So, make sure y'all check out the links. The link for our sacred ceremony, that is the weekend of December 12th, in the DMV area, is in the description. Okay? If you have any questions, you can text me 202-810-1876. Okay? And I'll let you know whatever, you have a question, just text me. Bear in mind that we have limited space because there's a lot of energy that needs to be held and people need to be vetted because we can go as high as our weakest link. That's just a fact. There's certain things that people don't understand about this science. And so we want to make sure that everyone is vibrating as high as possible. If you're in HOC, the link for my morning workout is in there. We're hitting it 6 a.m. every morning. Don't miss it. Don't miss the opportunity. It's not just for women only. It's for men and women. But the ladies been holding it down. All right. And get your gifts of bliss and products at hocwellness.com. And for those of you who are enjoying the workout, which I've been doing this totally for free, gratis, because I want everyone to get the highest form of detox going. Okay. You can always hit my Cash App if you want to. Okay. And don't forget, if you have any questions, utilize your communication skills. Be very respectful. All right. And it shall be handled. Any questions? Any questions? All right. I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this message. Straight from my heart to you. Peace, love, and bliss. Enjoy your lives. I'm out.